And that's so your wrong intuition can match your wrongness, as well your wrong action, which is what you are, wrong. And you were wrong, because that's not how that stuff works. And not how that works, either way, according to it or something else, is wrong. So in the right, yeah, no, that's for sure. That's for sure anyway. I'm not wrong. And I know that. And then I also use the right one, so that's probably why I'm better. And then if that's 100%, that's probably why you're not. Because you want to view it that way. Which isn't the correct way to view it, of course. But all the way up on step like 120 billion, and you're still fucking around with what's -3. You could be wrong. There's that. Being wrong's there. That's one thing. And that is a thing. Not being right, that is a thing. So not that, not that. And then whenever we talk about, what is that, what we wouldn't do is from the point of it being wrong. We wouldn't do that. That makes no sense at all. So that's not going to happen. Or it'd be wrong, right? Yeah, but it's still wrong. As in not right. And then, sure, if we call right good, that's not that hard. When you're right, it feels good to not be wrong. Whether wrong's there or not. They don't really depend on each other like that. One's actually better than the other. So yeah, I'd go with that. I'd go with that. Not being wrong, because I'm not. Why would I be wrong? Why would I do that? So I could be wrong. That's kind of like a waste. Isn't it like a waste? Why would I want to waste? Because no one would have it, right? No one would have it. And they wouldn't have it anyway if they were wrong. That's right. So if I were to waste it, to the people who were wrong, it's like I wouldn't have. And then the people who were right, so they're wrong. I'm right. I'm not wrong. Yeah, that worked out. That worked out really well. That worked out really well what you guys did. And you can tell that because you're still wrong. And that's how you feel. I bet it doesn't feel good. I bet you're maybe used to that. Not being better. So, yeah, when it comes to being better, you're not. So that's not going to change. That's not going to change. So you can count on that. You can count on that. And that's wow. Would I call that a good thing? I guess I wouldn't really call it either. I guess I really wouldn't call it either. Good or a bad thing. It would just be not good. To be technical. And then if we put it on the scale, I don't know how you'd just be wrong. You probably wouldn't even, well, you haven't made it to the scale. Even if you did, you wouldn't really, like, I'm here at the scale and I don't have anything. What am I supposed to do, right? Yeah, so that's not what that's for, actually. So you'll have that. And does being wrong felicitate? Being right? In truth, no. Right is better off without wrong. We know that. And that what we don't know about that is not different from what we do know about that. We know that. So, even if it were, even in conjecture, we wouldn't know it. So that's not very useful. Aside from, being right, which means, you wouldn't be wrong, so you wouldn't have that discussion. That's for sure. You'd probably just lose, because you wouldn't make it to the scale. You'd lose before that, while the other thing continued being right. Better than not. That's not too hard of a jump. I'm hungry. Would I rather have food or not food? Well, I'd probably rather have food. Specifically as that's what I want. I'd probably rather have that than not have that. That's not too difficult, huh? I didn't think so. But then again, there's a lot of people who you think are actually better than that, but they're not. They're actually just wrong. And they're still wrong. Even when there's right, they're still wrong. So that's not going to change that. Yeah, nothing to worry about, really.